This is my assignment 5. So for this assignment, I'm going to create a family tree, which is a graph to connect the relationship between each person. First, I import the person class from the person file. So for this person file, it only have like a very generally I have the person.py file, so you just have very general information. This is a constructor, so it's pass the ID, the first name, last name, gender, and age. It's gonna to create this person object. Then actually I didn't use a panda here. Initially I create a person counter and a count family counter and the count of families and to store the information I'm going to further store. So I created a family tree class based on the requirements. I create a family tree class that will represent a family tree. And then add member to the graph, and there are some restrictions I put in this class. If the root is none, it's gonna just and the family number is gonna be the number posting. So our first eight family head is just like eight person. As a root, and 8% is going to increase the size of the family size and append that to the family member array here. Get family head is gonna to get a detail about this family head. Create person is gonna to just create the person for this family. So this could be an interface be used to 8person. And we could also use the constructor, but this is will be have a more nicer interface. As for 8 relationship, it's just so when you a 2person and you could give the relationship number and to add the relationship, like for example for one it's like father, for two is mother, and all this. That's a way to add the relationship. And for each of these function, like add father and mother, and they all have their individual rules. So based on how the relationship logic is. And as for added person, it's gonna be able to add the information of the person. Like for example, there are a lot of function I try to explain. Add father is just add one person as a father, so it's gonna check the age of the father is not less than 10 years than the children, and if the children do not have a father, which is none, the father is gonna be added. But if the father's ID is not equal to the father ID, which is not added, it's So it has a father already. It's just gonna create the information like for eight mother is very similar logic, and for eight step parents it's also check the age and put just append that new parental or like to the step parental array, and for eight spouse, it's gonna to check at least the persons do not have a spouse already, or not. If it's one is already married, then could not like do that again. So it's like a restriction here, like you to check if it's possible, and also if it's siblings, it's gonna check if family. So if their family is not allowed also, and adopt is just check the age and append to the array, and step siblings so to check out the step siblings, so they need to have like a one common parents. Check if family is going to use the relationship to get our relationship of this one person, and to check if their ID is in any of the relationship array. If it's in the array, then it's true. Otherwise, it's false. And get our relationship functions used here also. So it's basically to get all the relationship IDs and put it in an array. And a siblings need to check they at least share one parents. Should be the head of the family. And divorce is basically just remove the spouse there. And there's some select functions. So basically that's all the restrictions that have applied here. So I didn't here I just manually edited, but we could also use the 8-person function that will have a nice interface. Now I only try to use a very basic way to just use a constructor to create the person and use the family to 8-person. So like for example, we add the family head first, based on the Word document, and then add person and the relationship here. Yeah, this basically is my assignment 5. I didn't use the the user interface but the function is already there, so we could use a create person, which will give you more to let you to just input the first name to indicate you to, so it's more like the last one is like Sarah to enable it to like aid by the information showing the screen.